Hello, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. I have a wonderful opportunity to come your way once again with this program called Equipp, a program that is designed to bring you the necessary information in the form of tools that will help you become the very best in whatever you do as an entrepreneur or a leader. I'm Bishop Louis Christian Godson, always a joy and privilege coming your way with this program. In the previous episode, we look at the need for you to develop strategy or be strategic in your approaches. We considered why you have to be strategic in your approaches. And I want to do a quick recap on that. I said that every form of greatness begins with just an idea. Every form of greatness, a great president, a great astronaut, a great scientist, a great footballer, a great singer, a great writer and author, a great painter, a great service person, a great marketing and sales person, a great achiever, a great pastor, a great public speaker, a great, whatever your greatness that you are looking at achieving, it all starts with just a mindset, with just an idea, rather. You just start with just an idea, and then after that, you have to take strategy. You have to approach the process. You have to use the process of strategy to simplify complexity. Let me repeat that. It takes strategy to simplify and accomplish complexities. Whatever you think is complex, difficult, intricate, you always need strategy to bring it to the simplest stage so that it becomes possible and achievable. Every great accomplishment is often first conceived and incubated in the mind, in the womb of the mind, and matured through the processes of patience, time, quietness, and strategic thinking and planning. And I concluded that it is then birth, that great thing that you conceived in the womb of your mind. Finally, it is birth and made visible in the maternity ward of faith, continuous working, and resilience. We'll be talking about resilience, how to develop resilience, the benefits of having resilience. I'm a person full of resilience, and I would like to share part of that with you. In this episode, I want us to look at the need for you to develop capacity in order to become great. You need to develop capacity for greatness. You don't just rise up and desire to achieve greatness. And what is capacity? Capacity is your ability to be able to perform, receive, achieve, contain, and you can add all the rest. Your ability to perform is based on your capacity. The ability to receive whatever you are believing God for is based on the capacity that you have developed. The ability to contain and the mass, the weight, the volume of the wealth, of the riches, of the sources that you're anticipating, praying, and believing God for is all dependent on the capacity that you have built. You can only achieve so much in anything based on how much capacity you have developed. That means that if you achieve little, it means your capacity is little. Your ability to achieve that thing is little. But if you achieve great things, it means you have taken time to build capacity for greatness. If a person wants to become a great teacher that is highly celebrated, that just doesn't happen. They take time over the process of time and period of time to build themselves, sometimes in the quietness of their privacy, sometimes when nobody is watching them. I used to say that greatness is always developed in the womb of time and secrecy. Every great person, in fact, great people who want to become great, or anyone who wants to become great, including you, your greatness is going to become possible when you hide yourself, have time to hide yourself, and then develop yourself. Because most of those times that nobody knows you is the best time, or at the best times, when you develop in your areas of capabilities. So that by the time you come out in the public, to the open, for people to see what you are able of doing, you have developed that capacity so much in the area of your strength, in the area of your abilities. You have taken time in your quietness, in the secretness of your privacy. You have taken time when nobody even considered you. A typical person that we will look at is David. I love always making David a hypothetical situation to always consider, an example for us to look at. When he was thrown to the backside of the desert by his family, and they all despised him in the desert simply because of his disposition, his unfortunate placement in the family. They kick him to the backside of the desert. Denied him luxuries in the home, and considered him only fit in the wilderness with the sheep, where wild, ferocious, and aggressive beasts were. And how could you put an 11-year-old boy in charge of a sheep under that condition, in that place? But David did not curse anyone. He did not frown at it. He did not become angry. He did not become vindictive and retributive. He considered it as an opportunity to develop his skill, his latent potential and abilities that people did not know. And I said in previous episode that there's something great in you that only you know, that God wired and secreted you with. That if you can develop it, first discover and develop it, and that is what is going to cause you to become great in life. And David discovered it. He discovered his ability to worship God. Then he discovered his ability to throw the slingshot, how to be able to hit several times, and then I believe he would have tried many times, and then he'll be targeting at things and hitting and practicing over a long period of time, over several times, until finally he developed mastery and competence at throwing the slingshot. And so eventually, when the opportunity came to rise to stardom, to become a celebrity, to become somebody that the whole nation praised, and become an envy of the King Saul, he didn't take it lightly. He realized that in his quietness, in his quiet moment, in the moment when nobody considered him to become anything, in the moment when all of them looked down on him and despised him, he rather took that as a precious moment, great opportunity to develop his abilities, develop his skill, develop his potentials, so that when the time came for him to perform, he was not found wanting. Immediately, within I believe it was just fraction of minute, maybe 5 minutes, he brought down Goliath. Why? Because they are taking years upon years upon years, years of hunger, years of sorrow, years where people considered him of non-entity, were years when people despised him, were years when people looked down on him. Even when he came, his senior brother Abner said, "It's your pride that has brought you here. What are you doing here, David? Why, to whom have you left the sheep in the wilderness? It's your pride." Nobody saw anything good in David, only himself and his God. And in the quietness of his secret place of developing his skill and ability over the years, eventually it vindicated him and proved his critics wrong of how they have perceived him. And you can also achieve the same thing. You can develop capacity for greatness in your quiet moment, in your moment of neglection. When people neglect you, don't go after them. Don't even make songs. "Oh, everybody has neglected me," like we used to do in this part of the world, Africa. See, I'm miserable, and you create a song around it, and you form a pity party, and you try to get people's approval by force, by crook. No, don't do that. When people reject you, when nobody want to accept you, nobody want to listen to your ideas, nobody want to buy your product, go in the quietness of your secret place and develop it. Take time, patience, and develop that product, develop that idea. You may be a singer, nobody is celebrating you as a great celebrity, nobody is paying money to invite you to perform at concerts and at events. Don't worry, it's not yet time. Like David, go in the quietness of your secret place. Develop that skill of singing, because I know people have become multi-millionaires, if not billionaires, by singing at events. Some people sing for just 10 minutes at great global events, and they are going home with a check worth millions of dollars. How about that? But they don't just achieve that stardom, they don't just reach that apex until in the quietness of their moment and their time, when nobody knew them, they develop the skill, they build more on it, they improve on it, and eventually they come up and become great celebrities. So you can develop capacity for greatness. And I've said here that you can only achieve so much in anything based on how much capacity that you build over a long period of time. And I use a butterfly as an example. And remember, two key words that you must consider, very critical, in order to be able to achieve this, is time and patience. Time and patience. Time and patience. And I've said here that the butterfly requires a process of time to develop capacity through several stages. Don't just rise up one moment you are Mr. Nobody, and the next moment you want to become a global superstar. It doesn't work that way. Watch this, the butterfly. It just doesn't become the beautiful butterfly that we all admire, snap photographs, and sometimes we use for decoration in our homes. No, it just doesn't become that beautiful butterfly. It goes through the process of time, all right? And in that process, it goes through stages as it moves from the larva, then through to become a cocoon, and then eventually it metamorphoses and becomes a full-grown butterfly. Imagine if at the stage of the larva, the butterfly says, I want to fly. I want the beautiful wings to develop over time. And then it forces itself up. It will experience what we call premature birth or abortion. And there are some people who have prematurely exposed themselves, and so they become non-entity. They're despised. Nobody celebrates them. Nobody considers them fit for anything. Take your time. Go through the mill. Apply the tool of patience and gradual systematic development of your skill and your ability, and very soon the world is going to celebrate you. Your level of capacity will determine what you make and become in life, and it's all a matter of two key tools: time and patience. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Just have patience. Don't rush ahead of life. Don't rush, because life is a race, but this race is only won by people who have developed the muscles, what it takes, the jaws, the strength, the capabilities, what it takes to be able to win in life. And I see you becoming a winner and not a loser. God bless you. I will see you in the next episode. I believe you're enjoying it. Please share it, subscribe, share, like the page wherever you're watching, and spread it. Let others also benefit from it, and you'll be more than blessed you did. God bless you. I'll see you again.